viral. That was when the news actually knew that the government was doing something like that. So when I came, I told Ghanaians that hope was coming, and that the president is retooling the metro mass with 300 fleet devices. But of course, some bloggers doubtfully they didn't believe it because they thought it was just one of those topics. So today is very important to me because actually the devices are here, Ghanaians will see and know that what the president promised, especially during his State of the Nation address. He did mention that 300 buses were coming and that it was going to come in trenches of the batches. That the first 100 will come by the end of March to the first week of April. And indeed, the buses were actually got here on time. So I'm very excited. So I just want to take the opportunity to thank Ghanaians that they were able to, I know they've been suffering, there's a lot of congestion and all that, but they've been patient waiting for this day, and now the buses are here. It's not going to solve the problem entirely, but it's going to at least reduce the congestion that we are currently facing. And I'm hopeful, I know by the end of October,
all 300
buses will be here. So right now we have 100 that we are all going to see, and when we leave here, we are going to see at the yard to see that they are here. And very soon we'll deploy all of the 100 buses to the various places that it has to be to reduce the congestion. For us, I know Ghanaians are suffering, we are complaining, but we are working at it. The Metro Mines MD and his deputy, of course, the entire agency have worked very hard. And so I want to thank them. I also want to thank the vendors for working diligently to keep the timing. Because when we met, we told them that I'm coming to, as a deputy minister who has been sent by my boss, I'm coming to give Ghanaians the message. And so we wouldn't want a situation where it would be like, oh, it's one of those promises they're not delivered. But they did promise that they would be delivered on time. And lo and behold, they kept their word. So I want to thank you guys. You were able to support and help the cause. The resetting that agenda. You guys are playing a key role. We will take it for granted. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's His Excellency the President. This is just a pre-inspection. We went to Egypt to go and inspect to make sure that the buses were robust, for our roads were actually had all the specs that we expected. And when we got there, we realized that we saw that it was up to, it was fit for purpose. And so now the buses are in. Before it is handed over to us as a ministry or as the agency, we have to come and take a look to make sure that what we actually went to Egypt to go take a look at is what has been delivered. So that is what we are doing. It's a pre-inspection. So my boss is not here. He actually traveled for an official engagement. He just came. So he has asked me to come and do the pre-inspection to make sure that everything is intact. And then we will set a date to do the handing over. So that's what we are here to do. So the Metro Mass MD and his deputy and some of the staff are actually on their way so that together we can do the pre-inspection before we finally take delivery of the buses. We are just making sure that the buses are intact, it meets the specs and everything. The proper thing will be done by my boss and the president. So right now we're just inspecting. So all those questions will hold on to that, okay? Let's go to the others.
Oh, so this side. So you open here, this side.
So this will be for luggage compartment. You have 3 entries. Yes.
Where the luggage compartment.
The last place to handle
The luggage.
And we have another one.
Okay.
And we have another one here. And this is where we keep our two compartments. 5 contracts and 2 in case of any other thing which you can handle it. So everything is taken care of.
Okay, let's move to the other side.
Okay. Be careful. Thank you, my fast. Will be there to do the handing over and everything. So this one is just a pre-inspection to come and actually see what has been brought to us.
So what I can tell the media now for now, we've come to do a pre-inspection process. So far, from what we have seen, these are exactly the machines we saw when we went to Egypt during the branding. All the accessories that we requested for, all the changes, the modernization, all those things, we have done that. It's a fully air conditioned with a screen inside. When you look at the chairs, we have charging ports, 2 charging ports to each. The chairs are reclining. You can recline in the night and doze off. You look up there, you can also put some small luggage at the other part, upper part. And so it is fully, furnished as we requested. Cameras inside as we requested for. I think it's that will now put the package inside. So we are actually well satisfied, and we will use this opportunity to thank back photos for keeping to their word. We believe that at appropriate time, the minister will bring His Excellency the President to officially commission the buses for the use of Ghanaians. This is just the beginning, because first 100 pieces are here. In July, August, the next 100 pieces will come. Then in September, October, the last fleet 100 will also come. These are not the only vehicles we are expecting from our vendors. Through the directions and advice and guidance of His Excellency the President, we've also engaged other prospective suppliers. And I can assure you, in the coming months, we will disclose to you who are also giving us some of the vehicles, which are already, some are already on high seas. But we'll disclose to you as and when it is necessary. So I want to thank you so much for coming for this pre-inspection. I think at the appropriate time, the minister may also even come. Then afterwards, we will invite His Excellency the President to come and do the official inauguration of all these buses. Thank you so much.
Honorable, please, I have a question for you and then for the Honorable, you endured a lot of backlash over the deployment of the buses. And even during the assurance committee, your engagement with the assurance committee, we want to know your response to the people, the naysayers and all those aspirants who talked about the fact that it was just a gimmick, it was not going to happen and all those sort of things. What's your response, please?
Thank you so much.
Yes, please, Honorable.
Well, thank you so very much. First of all, I want to thank Ghanaians for their patience. I know it has not been easy with this congestion and all that. But like I said, I assured Ghanaians some few months back that under the directives of His Excellency the President, we have procured some buses. And we actually went there with the MD and the deputy to Egypt to go and see. So we went to see the branding and everything to make sure that they were fit for purpose. And when we came back, we told Ghanaians, we even showed some pictures, especially as me talking, and people downplayed it, especially some of the MPP bloggers said that it is not true and all that. But of course, we can't blame them, because for the 8 years that they took power, nothing, not even a single bus was added. We left with them over 500 buses, and then when we took power in 2024, we only came to meet 115. So they never saw it possible for us coming in less than a year to add any. So when we told them that 300 buses has been procured and will be coming, they downplayed it. They did not believe it. They doubted it. But today, I'm happy that when I assured Ghanaians that hope was coming, it has actually come. Today is the day. We are all living witnesses. We are here looking at the buses, inspecting them to make sure that exactly what we saw was what has been brought. So I'm very happy that these buses are here. Today is a very special day for me, especially because I went with the MD and the deputy, and so most of the backlashes, I got it. A lot of people insulted me that all I do is to show my pretty face. Today, I'm telling Ghanaians that I'm not only showing my pretty face, but I'm showing the buses that we promised, that His Excellency the President promised that it will be delivered. They are here. So he has delivered his promise. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I can achieve this. The company has a policy of routing buses. So my technical team, they are working on that. We only know the various places, branches that we're going to deploy these buses. But take note, these buses coming are not only for Accra. It is for the whole Ghana, because transport services deficit is affecting the whole country, the whole region. And we have 16 branches. And so we are going to tactically deploy them. Then when the rest come, we see how we will do it, because our people in the hinterland, in the underserved communities, all need transport services. And so, as for Accra, as I said, we have done other engagements that we are getting some number of EV buses that will be for the intra-city operations. So those buses will be deployed in the municipalities, like Accra here, like Kumasi and Japan. And so for this one, it is for the whole nation. At an appropriate time, Ghanaians will know how we have deployed them. Thank you.
And how would they be paid? Like passengers boarding, how would they pay?
Oh,
Is
you
it
know,
e-cash
now
or-
we have gone digital,
Okay.
and our collection of revenue is being digital. We have an IT solution that ensures that passengers will not pay cash to our conductors. They will use your card to swipe the PO system that we will provide to the conductors. So we are going fully digital.
Thank you, MD.
All right, so let me take this opportunity to thank all of you and to thank Ghanaians for their patience, and to also assure them that the President is working very hard. This transport sector, especially the road transport, is going to be, it's going to be improved. We're going to have a lot of buses coming in by the end of the year. So we have a lot of things that is in place. So I just want to thank Ghanaians for their patience and to assure them that the President is committed to make sure that the congestion that is going on in the country will be a thing of the past. Even if it's not gone completely, it would at least be improved tremendously. So I want to thank all of you for coming, and also thank Ghanaians also for their patience.